What's up, dudes? Welcome back for another one of my music video reactions. In this one, we're taking a look at the first comeback from Hotshot in 2 whole years. Maybe not whole years, but pretty much 2 years. And the song is titled Jelly. I'm excited for this because I like a little bit of Hotshot every once in a while. These guys are actually pretty good. There's one song I don't remember exactly what it was called. What it's called off of one of their albums that I just I'm obsessed with. But apparently I'm not that so obsessed with it that I actually would know what the name of the song is. But good lord, you would think that if I said I liked it, I would know what it was called. Disappointed in myself. But anyway, we got the headphones on, and we are gonna do what I do when I normally do with these videos here, and I'm gonna listen to this song and I'm gonna give you guys my honest first impression, thoughts and opinions. I'm gonna tell you guys if I like the song or not. So if that is something that you're interested in, you want to hear more of what I've got to say at any point during the video, then please do click on the subscribe button down below so that you can just stay updated with everything that we're talking about. So with all that out of the way, let's get this video started. Why is he in a big bird cage? You know what? At least from what I kind of remember a little bit, because again, it's been a while. I don't remember exactly what I've had on my playlist. I might not have had Hotshot on my playlist since I watched my iPod a year ago, so my memory might be a little fuzzy. But this is, well, I guess the previous stuff was a little bit more hip hop oriented, or more hip hop R&B oriented than this. But it still actually sounds and feels a little familiar to their earlier music, so. So I guess that's good for people who are kind of just generally fans of this. It's different, but it's still, you know, familiar. Which is cool. And I'm also enjoying the fact that even though they're going with that EDM kind of whatever the trend is, not specifically the trending sound, but just as a genre, you know, EDM, synth pop, whatever, is kind of the it thing right now. But they're not coming out with the sound that every other boy group is doing, which is definitely cool. It's still kind of you know, close related, but it's a little, I guess you would say, subgenre maybe. I'm also really not entirely sure what the point of having the jelly part in this song, also the music video. I don't really get that. I don't know. There's probably something that I'm missing that I'm just absolutely not understanding. But I like this. I'm into this song. I'm into this. You know, I gotta say, I think if I am remembering correctly, back when I made reaction videos for their debut song, and then the most recent one before this one was I'm a Hotshot, I believe. That's pretty good timing right there. I remember something like that I actually had said at one point that I actually think that these guys could be a relatively well-known group. Maybe not, like super crazy top tier, they're taking over the world or anything like that. But, if they've been releasing music for the last 2 years, I think that they could have, with the music that they had released at that time, that they would have been a, well-known name in K-pop. So it's really disappointing to see that they didn't actually get the chance to continue to grow and build off of what they had. But now considering that, I suppose Jelly is just a reboot of Hotshot, they're restarting in a sense. This is actually it's a good song. It's somewhat slightly in line with the sound and image that they had previously. Obviously, I think they're, again, like, I'm remembering vaguely that their earlier music was more hip hop, oriented or influenced or whatever, and this obviously is not. But then again, you got to kind of consider what the trend was, or what the thing that was popular was back 2 years ago, in 2015, 2014, when they debuted, versus now. And they're kind of following the trend a little bit with this song. But at the same time, it's something that is like, even though it is, I guess you would say, vaguely, tropical house or whatever you want to call it, it still isn't, like, blatantly that, right? So even though you still got maybe a little bit of the house vibe to it, it's different. So I think that's cool. So it kind of puts it in that same, lane of songs and groups that are doing stuff that is popular, that's going to be something that has a mass appeal, and is actually going to probably, pay off pretty well for them, where, like, it's going to be familiar and something that everyone is going to really kind of enjoy and latch onto. But at the same time, the sound is going to be a little bit different, which is always good. Being different, like, this is 100%, I think, true for anything, is that no matter what the trend is, if you release something that is good and it is different, then, and you also have the ability to promote the hell out of it, or, promote it more than other groups or anybody like at your level, then you will start to gain more traction, because obviously quality and uniqueness in art, in music, in drawing and painting, in any of that stuff, is really the thing that gets people's attention. So, you stack up this song versus, I don't know, Card 17, any of the other boy groups have done that kind of same thing. Maybe Hotshot isn't going to be like the most noteworthy, the one that people pay attention to the most, but I mean, I personally, right, if we're just, because I just threw out 17 and Hotshot, I think that would probably, favor Hotshot over 17's newest album. And I mean, I guess that's kind of saying something right there, right? I think it is. But that's cool. Overall, I mean, the song is definitely, like, it's groovy. It's got a nice little flow to it. I definitely kind of enjoyed it. I was hooked and, and captivated by the song and the flow, and then the cadence of the chorus was good. I liked it. Wasn't necessarily like the vocal performance of the century, but then again, the song probably wasn't really meant to be something that's shows these guys' vocal abilities. They're just supposed to put down some vocal tracks over a catchy sort of music track, and they're gonna go and have a little bit of success with this probably, and that's all good. So it's really nice to see that Hotshot is back. I know that even though I had kind of thought that they had disbanded, because I hadn't seen them in a while, I honestly hadn't seen any like official news to say that Hotshot had disbanded, so I had no idea. So it's nice to see that they hadn't disbanded. Actually, no, I knew that they hadn't disbanded, because a couple of the members were part of what, Produce 101, correct? I don't think they actually made it, obviously, because then they would have been locked up for a year, but I'm pretty sure one or two of the members or something like that were contestants on Produce 101. I might be wrong about that, because I don't really pay attention to Produce 101, which is probably a sin. I don't know, but that's just me. So that's all I got to say. Hotshot and Jelly. It's a really solid song. Not really the most amazing thing in the world, following a little bit of the trendy kind of sound, but maybe one lane over, or one little step outside that box of the trending sound in K-pop, which makes it a little bit more noteworthy than it might otherwise have been, which is always good. So Hotshot's back. Hopefully definitely anticipating some more music from them. Looking forward to their next release, because it's probably going to be equally as, well, maybe not equally as good, but it's going to be something that's worth listening to at the very least. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to turn it over to you guys now to share what you guys think about this song and music video. Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. You know, share your thoughts and opinions, because we're trying to build a community here that is all about having a friendly discussion about those thoughts and opinions. So if that's a community that you would like to join, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below so you can stay updated with everything that we're talking about in the future. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.